Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and I'm just making a little pepper garden video. I haven't made a video in probably a couple weeks, so I just thought I'd show everybody what's going on with my pepper plants and peppers. So we are in the first half of October. Weather and temperature has been going down, cooling down, so productivity has slowed down a little bit on my plants, at least for some of them. Everything's still doing well though. We'll go in and actually let's look on from the outside. So my red Thai pepper plants are slowing down a little bit. You see tons and tons of flowers, but I just haven't seen quite as many peppers as I did even a couple weeks ago. I did do some picking, but it just seems like the pepper production on them are slowing down a little bit. I have been picking these things consistently. I use them for pepper powder, these red Thai peppers, but I do mix them with, it's what I've been doing with all my red peppers this year that I've been saving for myself. I've just been turning them into like pepper flakes. I just combined them all, like my red habaneros, red Thai, Primatali, and Carolina Reaper. They all get dehydrated. I'm finding myself dehydrating peppers at least once every other week, and I'm finding pepper powder and flakes to be more useful, more versatile than making sauces out of them. I still have sauces from when I made hot sauce last year after pepper's growing season came to an end. I haven't even used up all of those. I'm finding the pepper powder and flakes to be more useful, more versatile with foods that I'm, putting them in. Well, I put them in everything. But anyways, my Carolina Reaper plants are just starting to finally put out a bunch of peppers. And it took long enough, but as you can see, I have picked probably a dozen Carolina Reapers so far. These things are turning out pretty good. And I also found, I'll show you when I get over there in my Primatali plants, the red ones. There's like a couple plants in there that I'm pretty darn certain are Carolina Reapers, not Primatalis. But I'll show you that in a second. But I'll show you my Carolina. Actually, you know what? Let's go inside now. Let's go inside of the garden. Let me get that out. By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned this before. I probably did when I was putting this whole fenced-in garden area together. That was a dog cage that I repurposed and turned it into like a little gate or door for this thing. Even, I had the hinges and everything, so I hooked it to that post. So a little clever idea I had. It works out good. But anyways, let's see what I was showing. The Carolina Reapers. Let's get some close-ups of these. This plant's putting out kind of small ones. These are in the middle of ripening. Well, wait till you see the Reapers that are on my, that are in the Primatali area. They are beautiful. And I already picked the Reaper I want seeds from for next year. So these don't quite have the little tail on them. Well, some of them do. And I don't know what's going on with this plant. I did water all these this morning. Yeah, all these got hit with water this morning. So I don't know what's up with this plant. Maybe I need to add some nutrients into it. I am going to be doing that, adding some more Miracle Grow. When I did that, I applied that like 3-4 weeks ago. About 4 weeks ago. All of a sudden, I seen an explosion of productivity with a lot of these plants. So maybe I'll hit them up with one more. Here's another Carolina Reaper plant. Here we go. We got some with the tails on it. But I wish I would have thought to bring the Carolina Reaper out that I picked that I'm going to be using for the seeds. It is awesome. It's got classic bumpy Carolina Reaper shape to it, but it is a good size and it has an extremely long tail on it. Maybe I'll use that for a thumbnail picture. But it's my Carolina Reapers. Here's let me make sure this is the right plant. Chocolate Bootla plant. You can see, I got lucky. At least a couple of my plants did turn out to be chocolate Bootlas over here. I had 5 plants that were all supposed to be chocolate Bootlas. And I was like 2 or 3 of them turn out to be red habanero somehow. So let's see, you got that chocolate Bootla. These are chocolate bootla DMs. They're supposed to be a really large variant of the chocolate bootla. Oh, here we go. Okay, this next plant over. So that turned out to be a chocolate bootla. This is a chocolate bootla. This is putting out some good peppers. I already picked one pepper to take seeds out of. This is a pretty big one. Here's a decent sized one right there, turning brown. So the chocolate bootlas I am not selling though, only because I really need these things to make hot sauce. It's my favorite chicken wing sauce, and I keep cutting myself short on these things. So here's red habanero. The red habanero plants are still doing pretty good. I've been picking these consistently. These are really tasty. And then I don't even know if this thing ever put out any peppers or not. Got lots of flowers. But anyways, I'll go over and look at this red primatale area. I'm trying to get through here without breaking the branches. So this is a plant that I'm not sure if it's a primatale or Carolina Reaper. These things are turning out to be round. I just knocked the pepper off the plant. That sucks. That wasn't the plant that I was going to be featuring though. And we got, you're not going to see a whole ton of red ripened primatales just because I've been picking them. But yeah, and I already picked the primatales I wanted seeds out of. You can see these do have tons of peppers on them. Got little tiny ones. I also noticed towards the end of the season when the weather cools down, a lot of the peppers tend to start growing out smaller. But this is also the healthiest my plants have ever been. You might see a couple plants that looked a little bit depressed, but I've been getting better and better, learning to do different things to keep my plants more healthy during the year. Got a nice little cobweb, and it's crazy because this season seemed to be a completely aphid-free season. I did not see aphids on my plants at all, even in the springtime when they're usually out. Oh, here's one of those, can't remember what they call them. Those spiders that are all over the place down here, down south. I don't want to ruin its web. I want to leave it alone. And see, and this is the plant that is putting out peppers that look like Carolina Reapers. See, look at that. That's not primatale. That's freaking Reaper. Wait, I'm going to use, the thumbnail picture I'm going to use will be of the Carolina Reaper I picked that I want to get seeds from. You're going to love the looks of it. But yeah, all these peppers that are on this big plant right here, let's get a backup shot so you can see the size of it. All of the peppers that are on that plant all look like Carolina Reapers. So I may have shuffled my containers around in the beginning and may have accidentally placed Carolina Reaper plants over there, but no big deal. And we got chocolate primatales. These are still putting out not quite as much as they were. There's a fully ripened one right there. We got another ripened one right there, growing upside down. That's a good sized one. I know I've been hooking Johnny Small Pepper up with quite a few of these things. These plants have been putting out a lot this season. I wouldn't be surprised if I've sent him out at least close to a couple hundred of these chocolate primatales. He's been going nuts eating them. Man, like every day he's like downing 5 or more of these things. It's incredible. And then we got this one plant. I don't know what is up with this plant. The one that was putting out the red peppers. I don't know if it's some weird hybrid or if those were ghost peppers, but this thing was very productive in the beginning, and it's slowed down quite a bit. Look at these little dinky peppers itself. So I'm putting out. I think it was putting out way bigger peppers in the beginning. And then we go back to our chocolate primatales. We got peppers just starting to ripen. And we got some fully ripened ones right here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got a sort of a shape, chocolate primatale shape. But then we got our, oh, here we go. We can see these Carolina Reapers from this side. So the one that I picked, the shape of it was a little bit bigger around than this and had a much longer tail, but just you'll see it in the thumbnail picture. We got our ghost pepper plants. They're not putting out quite as much as they were before, but they're still doing all right. And then lemon drops. Poor things I've been neglecting them. So I've only been picking them and giving them to like my coworkers and friends and including them in packages. people getting the hotter peppers from me, I'll throw in, a few of these things for them to try. But I need to start picking these things and saving them. So I have been collecting a bunch of these to make hot sauce for my my boss and their father. They really like these things, lemon drops. So I might come back out here and pick these after the video's done. That's probably what I'll do. But anyways, that's what's up with my garden. Had to make some kind of video just because I haven't in a couple weeks. But anyways, yeah. Oh, and yeah, my spearmint plant. I got these seeds in the beginning of last year. I got them from Walmart and hardly got anything out of it. I got like two or three little strings with leaves on them that didn't last long. And they died in my bedroom, and then suddenly a whole bunch of these things just started sprouting up. Like the few that did grow and died, they put out seeds into the soil, and then suddenly all these came out. And I looked up online, and it said that these spearmint plants need a lot of room for their roots. Like if you do container, put them in container, you got to have them in a deep container. And now I see why. That's a 5-gallon bucket, and I did put the soil all the way up to the top, and these things definitely took advantage of it. I'm gonna give it a smell. Yeah, these things, yeah, that's spearmint, just like the gum. But anyways, that's my video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.